guys, I'm Bex. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the books I read in August, and this is going to be my first reading wrap-up ever, this is probably going to be only my second video ever posted, so I'm super excited. I love watching these and hearing everyone's opinions, so let's get right into it. I read 6 books, which is pretty good for me. Actually, yeah, that is good for me. I think the most books I've ever read in a month is 6. I read 6 in August, like I'm going to talk about, and I also read 6 in July. And I'm in the middle of 2 books right now, and it is September 1st as I'm filming this. So we were close to getting 7 in, but that's okay. The first book I read, I started it like the last day of July and finished it in August, was The Crown by Kiera Cass, which is the 5th and final book of the Selection series. I feel like a lot of people only read the first 3, which was the original series trilogy, which is the Selection, the Elite, and the One. But there is also the last 2, The Heir and the Crown. The Selection series is a YA dystopian. The first 3 follow America, and she's like 17 years old, and she gets chosen to be one of the selected girls to compete for Prince Maxon's heart, and the first 3 books follow her, and the last 2 follow a new princess, and she has 35 suitors to win her heart. So this book was my least favorite of the series, but overall I still really enjoyed the series. Most of the books I gave a 4-star. This I gave a 3.75 star to, and the first book I think I gave a 4.5 just because I think that's kind of high, but I also just really enjoyed my time reading it, and it was so fun. But yeah, this book was super short and quick. It was like not even 300 pages. Alright, and then after The Crown, I read or listened to on audiobook to Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. And let me tell you, I loved this book. I rated it 5 stars, and I am very picky with my 5-star reads. Like, very picky. I think I may have only given 2 books besides the Harry Potter series 5 stars this year. It's a YA romance about this high school student, Liz, and she is like a hopeless romantic. She loves romance movies, and she loves kind of like picturing her life like a romance movie and like picking songs to go with the moment, and it's kind of dorky, but it's super cute as well. And she is just waiting for her movie moment with the guy of her dreams, and that kind of comes to light, she thinks, when one of her old neighbors moves back into town. His name is Michael. She has a super big crush on him, and she really wants to, get him to like her. So she gets her neighbor's help, and her neighbor's name is Wes, and they strike up a deal where Wes will help her get Michael, because they're buddies, if she'll give him like this parking spot in return that they both always fight for. So you're just following them, trying to get Michael to like her, and it is just so cute. It's so cute. And I really liked the audiobook, but I really need to buy the physical copy because I loved it so much. There is a second one coming out too. What's it called? Nothing Like the Movies, I think. I believe that comes out in 2024, but I'm super excited for that. Definitely gonna read it. And I absolutely love Wes's character and Liz, but Wes was my favorite. He is just a straight up nice guy, and I guess I like that in male love interests in books. So that was 5 stars. Highly, highly recommend if you haven't read it already. I also read The Do-Over by her earlier this year, and I really liked that one too. I rated it 4 stars. So far so good on Lynn Painter books. I definitely want to read more. Then the next book I read was Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I just got this for my birthday, which was in August, and I started reading it like literally the next day, I think. Sammy, no. Oh, hi, Frodo. By the way, everyone, little interruption here. This is Frodo. He's my kitty. He is less than 6 months old. I think he's like 18 weeks old. I probably should know exactly, but I don't. But he's the best. And then his little sister is Sammy. Come here. She's being crazy right now. But this is Sam or Sammy. She is 12 weeks old. 13, I think. And she's just a baby, but I love them so much. If you didn't catch the reference, Frodo and Sam, Lord of the Rings. But you'll see them all around my videos, so or hear them. All right, Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I was super excited to read this book. I think the first I heard about it was Haley Pham, and then another booktuber I watch, Ashlyn, also read this, and they both gave it 5 stars. They absolutely loved it, couldn't stop talking about it, and so I was like, I have to read it. I've read one sci-fi before this, which was Project Hail Mary, and I really liked that one. And this, I was told, is like The Hunger Games but in space, and it in fact is. I really enjoyed it, 4.5 stars. I love dystopian books, and anything like The Hunger Games I will probably enjoy because I absolutely loved reading those books when I was like in junior high, and I love the movies. So really good book. I recommend it. Then the next one I read, which I also got for my birthday, was Leila by Colleen Hoover. And this was my second Colleen Hoover book. The first book I read by her was Verity, and I read that last year, like at the very beginning of my resurgence of my love for reading. That kind of got me into it again. But Leila is similar in the sense of it's like a romance thriller, kind of like Verity, whereas all or most of her other books are just romances. And this was good. I rated it 4 stars. I really enjoyed my time reading it, and I honestly liked it better than I thought I would. I don't know why, I just didn't hear the best things about it. But basically, a little synopsis is it follows this guy named Leeds and his girlfriend Leila. And they decide after a couple years, a year, I don't even know, of them dating, they're going to come back to this little bed and breakfast type hotel place where they met. And when they get there, weird stuff starts happening. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, Leeds wasn't like my favorite main character, that it's in his point of view, but overall I enjoyed my time reading it, and 4 stars. Then the next book I don't have physically because I listened to it on audiobook, but that is One Italian Summer by Rebecca Surley. And I kind of got this book on a whim because I heard that Lauren Graham narrates it, which she does. She, if you don't know, plays Lorelai Gilmore in Gilmore Girls, which I love that show. And also when I was younger, I watched Parenthood. I don't know if any of you guys watched that. Not really sure why myself as like an 11-year-old loved that show, but I did. And she's in that show too. And so I was like, ooh, that sounds fun, and I wanted to read like one more summer book before the summer season kind of ends. So I picked that since I already owned it, and I was disappointed. I did not really like it. I rated it 3 stars. I was between like a 3 and a 3.25. But overall, I just really did not like the main character. Her name is Katie, and she just lost her mother. She's 30 years old. Her mother was just about to or did just turn 60, and they had a plan to go to Italy for her mom's 60th birthday, but her mom passes away and she decides to go on her own, Katie, specifically to Positano, Italy. And this is on the back of the book, by the way, like the summary. that you can find online or whatever, so it's not a spoiler. But when she gets there, she sees and finds her mom 30 years younger. And she's extremely confused but happy because she was like in love with her mother, like to the point where it was a little bit ridiculous, and that's why I didn't like her. She was talking about how like her mom was like the love of her life, and she was the love of her mom's life, and she doesn't know if she can live without her. And I get that obviously it would be absolutely horrible to have a parent die or anyone you love, but as a 30-year-old woman, I just think that she took it way overboard and didn't know how to live her life by herself. So she was just unlikable in my opinion, and I don't think she was meant to be unlikable. The only reason I even rated it as high as I did is because of the setting. Positano, Italy. The author, I do think, did a really good job at painting a picture of that place and making everyone that reads it want to visit there. And I was like looking up pictures of Positano. So 3 stars. And then the next one and the last one is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave, which is a mystery thriller, and it's also a show on Apple TV, which I was kind of excited to hear that or see that on the book, because as I was getting into the book, I was really liking it, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna watch the show after. Jennifer Garner stars in it. But as the book went on and I got to like the middle, maybe 60% of the way through, it honestly got worse for some reason, in my opinion. I don't know, that's like backwards of how it's supposed to be, I feel like. But basically it follows this lady, what's her name? Hannah. And she just recently married this guy, Owen, and he has a teenage daughter named Bailey. And kind of right at the beginning of the book, Owen disappears. He does leave Hannah and Bailey little notes, but it doesn't explain anything as to where he's gone. And Hannah, along with Bailey's help, tries to figure out why he left. And apart from that kind of main plot point, it also follows Hannah and Bailey's relationship, as they haven't had that much time to kind of get to know each other. And as a new mother figure in Bailey's life, she's kind of standoffish a little bit. And so that was a heartwarming part of the book, seeing them kind of build their relationship. But I don't know, it was good. I think I would recommend it. I enjoyed my time reading it, but I rated it 3.75 stars. Those are the 6 books that I read in August, and I would say it was kind of a split reading month. 4.5 star, 1 4 star, 2 3.75s, and a 3. I think I got all of them. So probably averaged to be like 4 stars, but that's going to be it for this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Yummy, I have to get up and pause my video. Bye bye.